Hunter from an email here. Should Mike Zimmer get a second chance at being a head coach? Most people's immediate reaction would be to say absolutely not because of how things ended here. Still, in his worst years, the Vikings head coach, they were always hovering around 500 and in the playoff hunt. He's also 74, 59, and 1 for his career. I think that Mike Zimmer's age might play a role in this. So if he took a year off and then decided to kind of put his toe back in the market to see if he could get another job, I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to be more of like a defensive consultant for somebody. I mean, he's had a really long and very successful coaching career going back to Dallas and then being a defensive coordinator in Cincinnati and a successful overall head coach, a winning head coach in Minnesota, as you mentioned, with a very good record. So it's possible that Mike doesn't want to start fresh again with another franchise and would rather, kind of be on the sidelines and maybe retire. I don't know. He hasn't said anything publicly, which is kind of interesting. But with Zimmer, someone would be wise to bring him on as a defensive consultant. So if you're a team out there that's looking to improve its defense, it would be foolish not to bring in Zimmer in that kind of role if he wants it because of his defensive success over his career. As far as a head coach, I do think there's some organizations that could use somebody who is like Mike Zimmer that's very experienced. Now, I don't know who that is at this moment. I mean, looking around, like Matt Rule would be the next one up in Carolina. I guess I wouldn't be totally shocked if there's an organization like Carolina that struggles big time this year and needs somebody who has been around the block a few times, somebody who can bring a little bit of toughness to their team. There's something to people who have done that job before. There's no preparing to be a head coach in the NFL. There is no preparing for you to show up at work one day and have your starting quarterback in his second season have his knee break into a million pieces and his whole career is messed up. The things that Mike Zimmer went through are things that can never be anticipated. And someone like Zimmer who's been through all that, I think it allows you to handle it a little bit better or be more prepared for it and know how to work a team through those things. So I guess my answer is maybe. Maybe he will. I wouldn't be surprised is kind of how I'd put it.